I know most people said 3 was the best time for them, but okay, I'm recording. I'm going to share my screen really quick because I want to show you guys something. All right, so the first thing is my time hop. There you go. All right. My goodness. All right, what I'm going to show you is Super Saturday, which it's not called Super Saturday anymore. It's called Super Weekend. If you go to events in your coach office, and then I'm so sorry, my internet is snail's pace today. Oh my goodness. Okay, events, and then you'll click on Super Weekend. What this will show you is a list of super weekends that are at like near you. So like a lot of you cannot come to Summit because it's too far and traveling is too much on, you know, the budget or whatever, or it's not working out time-wise for you. But super weekends are basically mini Summit events. They're not nearly as exciting, but they're the closest you can get outside of Summit. So if you'll look, like Canada doesn't have very many yet, but some more will pop up like next weekend. And if, like Stephanie and then Jen, when you're watching the replay, if you guys want to host one on your own, they will give you the videos to do that. And what you can do is you can have girls come, like people that are in your challenge groups or boot camps, and they can come to your house. You can do a workout together, and then you can watch the videos together. And it's really, really good for potential coaches. You are allowed to invite people who are not coaches to this, and then they can kind of see what's going on. Now, considering this is your first super weekend, I know that's a little ambitious. I'm not saying you should do that, but if you feel excited about it, then go for it. I personally am going to, I think it's this one. No, that's Tennessee. Where is it? I'm going to go to this one in Lexington. So I would zoom in, but it would get all messed up if I did that right now. But I'm going to be going to this one. I have not told this to Macy yet. So if she watches the replay, she's going to be like, what? Because she lives in Lexington. But I'm going to be going to this one, and you can click on it, and it gives you the Facebook event for it. So when I click on that, it's going to take me to the Facebook event. They're calling it Super Saturday Birthday Style because it's Shakeology's 10-year birthday. But basically, there's a place that we're meeting. There's a time, and then it tells the fit community we'll have a workout, fun prizes, Shakeology samples, and cake, which is really funny because we're health coaches. But it's the 20th. No, it's the 10th anniversary of the Superfood Shake. That's wrong. But it's also the year that we turned 40 and 50. Blah blah blah. That's just those coaches, just in general. So she's the one hosting it. But basically it's just going to be where a bunch of coaches in the area get together. So when you go to yours, if you just find one, which won't it let me, you just find one that's close to you. All right. So like Anna, you could talk to Alexis, see if there's one close to you guys, if you are even available to go on that Saturday or Sunday, whenever theirs is. But I just wanted you guys to be aware of that. I'm planning on going to the Lexington one. I'm hoping Macy's free. I haven't talked to her about this yet. And then anyone from Murray who wants to go with me, you can carpool with me. So there's that. The next thing I wanted to talk about was, I don't know if I can do that actually. Okay, so Melanie Mitra. I don't know how this happened. I don't know. I do not understand this. But I got put into a message thread. So Melanie Mitra has like 15 diamond coaches, right? Because she's a 15-star diamond. She's got more than that, but she has at least 15. One of her diamond coaches, who is actually another elite coach, added me to a message thread of her and her coaches. And like, she knows I'm not on her team. Like, she's fully aware of this. It's Rachel Mitchell, for those of you who have been on calls with her, where we've co-led some of them together. And so what's funny is like, she'll put the trainings in there that Melanie does for their team. And then they discuss it and they like break it down and say what they're going to do. So we are getting like top of the, like, I mean, like, I'm sitting there like, what is she doing? Why is she giving me all this information? I don't understand. But she wants to give it to me. So you go to Melanie Mitro's account, okay, look at this. When you search her on IG right now, Melanie Mitro has Melanie Mitro. That's her normal account. She also has her hashtag that she uses for herself. But then she has Melanie Mitro _ what is coaching. When you click on that, it is a private group. And she's only got 27 followers. Okay? What she is doing with this is she has made this her new, like, you know how we have coach sneak peeks on Facebook? This is how she does coaching sneak peeks on Instagram. And so what you do is when you, and she, I'm not gonna request to get into this, obviously, because I know she's gonna decline it. But what you do is what she says she's doing in this training that she gave, that her coach gave to me, is that she is just making posts like she would in a private Facebook group, but only the people in this group can see it. And because these people have been asked to be placed in this, you know, who have asked to follow, and she confirmed it, she pushes hard, like she pushes coaching really hard because they're there because they want to know about that. And so basically what she's doing, and notice she has 0 posts in there right now as of yet, but eventually, probably starting today at some point is what I saw on the training, she's going to start putting posts up of her on this cruise. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so brilliant. So she's going to have like a cruise edition of Sneak Peek. According to Melanie on this training, like Facebook is totally dead. I don't totally agree with that. I still get a lot of my clients through Facebook, but definitely I see things still going more and more to Instagram, especially for like Stacey Treese and Lana Starnes, who are 2 new coaches on our team. They just now got Facebook so they could be on our team thread, but they didn't have it at all prior to this. They only had Instagram. So I do think the world is moving to Instagram, and which is crazy to me, but I think this is a really good way if you guys want to stay away from Facebook. Like if you enjoy Instagram more, this is a really good way to have people that go to this, you know, this account, and it's private, and you're giving them all the information, and you can say, you know, like you can even do like what we do in our sneak peeks of, tell me where you're from, do you have any kids, what do you like to do for fun? Like you can have those kinds of posts, and then people can reply and respond to them, and it's honestly easier for them to find, and it's more organized than a Facebook group, because you know how Facebook groups get all like weird and wonky and you can't find the post and whatever. This is, you just go to the feed and it's there, and then she'll also have her highlights set up from her Instagram stories. So I really think this is smart. I think it's going to be a lot of work up front, but it's very smart. Here's the only thing though. What I am going to do initially is it's going to be Team United Legacy _ what is coaching, so that we can all be in there and all kind of give input. But eventually the goal is for you guys to do your own. And it be, you know, like Jen Lyons _ what is coaching. And then you have your post in there that is, here's what coaching is all about. Here is how you make money. Here is, you know, how you earn a trip. Here is what Success Club is. And so that way you're giving all the information to just those few who are following you. So that's the goal. I'm going to go ahead and make this one account so that you guys can go in there and see what it actually looks like. And then the goal is for you to make your own. What are your all's thoughts on that? I would love to know.
I honestly prefer Facebook to Instagram.
Okay, so see, okay, now that's where there's an example or an exception. If you enjoy Facebook more, then do Facebook, because your people are going to enjoy Facebook more as well. So like that, I think that's fine. But I know some people, like I'm kind of mostly teaching or talking to like Stacey and Lana, and like me, for some of us, we are really moving over to Instagram more. We just enjoy it more. And so this is a good option for those. If you still like Facebook, do it. She said in her training that Facebook is dead. I don't think it's dead at all by any stretch of the imagination. I think the grass grows where you water it, honestly. and she's watering Instagram more. And so you have that. So it really is, what do you enjoy more? And then you know, create groups where you enjoy it more, and don't feel like you have to be going back and forth all the time. You can, but don't feel like you have to.
I do go back and forth between the two. I just find, I don't know, Steph, do you find that maybe up here in Canada, we're just still more into Facebook? Maybe we're just behind, I don't know.
Well, no, Instagram is pretty huge, but I think that I have more followers on my Facebook page right now and than I do with Instagram. So I think I'd have more trouble right now until I start building it up, because I just made it my own page versus my with my family and friends and everything on another Instagram. I just think that right now is Facebook right now for me too, until I do build up my Instagram.
I find I just feel kind of awkward doing the like cold calls basically on Instagram. But on Facebook, I find even on like my like fitness account, I get more people messaging me on there because I'm joining that page, but probably because we have a mutual friend or something, right?
I think that's valid. That is very valid. Yeah. Do not feel like if what you're doing is working, that you have to do something else. But if I ever give an idea that you do like, run with it. But yeah, if what you are doing is working, woe to me if I tell you to quit doing that.
Right. But I think that maybe, like Steph said, as we build up our Instagram accounts with more followers and stuff, maybe that would be like a great route for us to go for sure. I would definitely be open to trying it.
Yeah. So there's that. But here is what I am going to do. So I am planning on doing a coaching sneak peek basically all next week. So, and this will be on Instagram and on Facebook, because I can have it linked to where I post on Instagram and it goes to Facebook. But basically in our coach sneak peek group that we always do, I am doing, it's called Coach Sneak Peek Cruise Edition. And the reason why is because I know a lot of you are en route to earning the Success Club trip next year, and you've already signed into the opt-in list. But like when I first started Beachbody, I did not understand how attainable these trips really were. And so I never even I never even shot for it, because it was like, oh, well, I'm never going to be able to earn that. Like, you must have to be like really, really big in the company to earn that. And then when I realized it was just hitting Success Club, I was like, oh, no. I can't, like, that can happen. And so that was one of the big motivators where I was like, hey, I'm gonna make sure I hit Success Club now. Like, I'm gonna make sure that happens. And then the trip came. And so now I'm like, oh my gosh, like my coaches can do this. Like, my coaches can be on this cruise, or it won't be a cruise next year. My coaches could be in Punta Cana with me next year for free. Like, we could all be there hanging out, and Beachbody's paying for it. And so I just really want to make this attainable. And I think it would be really cool because there's already like 75 people in our Coach Sneak Peek group that just sit there. And so when we post, they see it, but when we're not posting, they don't see it. But I think it would really kind of like pique their interest again to be like, wait a second, I've been in this Coach Sneak Peek for like 2 years, and she's on a cruise, and her coaches are earning the cruise or earning a trip next year. And wait a second, what? Like, I think it would really be like, okay, so I like fitness. I think it'd be cool to work for myself. This is definitely like tipping me over, that kind of thing. So I'm going to be sharing in that group, just so you guys know, that I remember thinking that I could never do this, that I could never earn that, like kind of what I just said. Rewards for my job, so pics of everything. They're not just going to be giving us a cruise. There's also other perks they're going to be giving us while we're on the boat. I never took vacations. This is honest truth. I never took vacations before Beachbody because we could not afford it, because I quit my job so I could stay home with our kids. So my income went out the window. A lot of us, you guys, have followers that love fitness. Duh. And so the fact that I will be we will be working out with the super trainers. Like I'm going to be posting that in that group so that people who are in that group with us can see, like, look, we get to work with the trainers that you watch videos of. So there's that. And then just how much my life has changed. And then I haven't talked to him about this yet, but I want Josh to do a live video. If not by himself, I want him to do it with me, just because like over this past 2 weeks, he hasn't really said much until recently, but over the past couple weeks, he's been like, babe, you got us a cruise. Like you earned us a cruise. And I'm like, I freaking know. Like, I know. And so I think it'd be really fun for him to do a video for like the women in there who, I mean, it's a real thing for a lot of women to be like, yeah, that's cool. But like, what can I give my family? What can I give my husband? Like, he's the one working. He's the one making the income or just whatever. And so it's really cool. Like from my perspective, I'm like, I'm taking my husband on a trip. Like he's not paying for anything. Like this is all, from what I do. And so I'd like for a lot of women to see that aspect, because like a lot of women want that. We want to contribute in a bigger way to our family and our husbands and the people we love. And honestly, selfishly, to feel a little proud for that. Like, look what I did. Look what I did. And so I want you guys to feel like I want you. I can't wait for you guys to feel that next year when you are in Punta Cana with me. And so all that. So that's what I'm sharing in the Coach Sneak Peek. So go ahead and think about people that you really, really want in that Coach Sneak Peek. And this one is it's going to be just throughout the week. I'm going to share a little bit each day while I'm on the cruise, because I'll have all my content written out because I won't have children with me. And I'll actually be able to get a thought completed in that sense. So do you think that will help you guys? Or do you think it would be like weird to put people and I want you guys to share your story too, just like we do in our normal Coach Sneak Peeks, which we haven't done in like 3 months, and that's my bad, and I'm really sorry.
Hard thing for me is to wrap my brain around the idea of doing like an Instagram, like keeping up with another Instagram page, because I just think like it makes sense for my Instagram people, and that's where like a lot of people actually I'm sharing with, so it makes sense. But I'm just like, do I have time for that?
It would not. This is not an account that I'm going to be working all the time.
Yeah,
it's just like just for this week. It'll be just for this week. And the thing is once you do it one time, it's kind of like our Coach Sneak Peeks. Once you do it one time, you already know what you're going to post the next time you do it. So it's no different than the groups you're already running on Facebook. It's just that you're putting the posts into the Instagram page. And then you clear it all out, and then you do it again, like Facebook.
Already.
Sorry, what?
It'd be pretty much prepped. You just have to repost pictures. Okay.
Correct.
I will do that.
All right, aside from this coaching sneak peek thing, do you have any questions, anything going on that like is stumping you in your business this week or anything like that? Anything that's working?
Do you have to hit Success Club every month to earn that trip?
Yes, but also no. To earn the trip, you just have to earn, I think it's like 20 points in the whole year. But then, okay, let me explain it from the start. So like last January, I got the email from Beachbody saying, hey, you have qualified for this Royal Caribbean cruise. And what I had to do was I had to reserve my spot, and I had to put down $300. And y'all, that was the game changer. That was when I was like, okay, no, I am going to hit Success Club now, because not only do I have to make that back, but like I've got to pay for this trip, because that is non-refundable. So that was kind of my challenge pack skin in the game moment, where it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. So I put down my $300, just reserved my room on the cruise, because that's what you have to do on every, you have to always put down 300 to earn or to reserve your room. And then from there, you start earning. So the way that I'll explain the cruise, it was going to be, if I didn't earn one Success Club point the rest of the year, it was going to cost us $1,200, but we could still go. We would just have to pay $1,200. And then when we got on the boat, we would have to pay for anything else that we purchased while we were on the boat, because, you know, there's always extras. But because I was like, nope, I'm going to pay this trip off. I am not going to like joke around with this. Like, this has to happen, because we could not, I mean, we would have had to cancel and lose the $300. We cannot be affording like extra things like that right now, just with Josh and his transition. And so that was when I worked really, really hard. And that was when I finally stopped making excuses in this business and like really pushed and really did it. And I had the trip completely paid off by July. Like by July, I had earned all the points that I needed to pay for the trip. And that was by hitting Success Club 10 every month, because I was like die hard. And then from there, I earned an extra $500 to spend when we get on the boat. So like the drink packages, if we want to go to a fancy restaurant while we're on the boat, or if we want to go snorkeling or whatever, like that can go toward that kind of stuff while we're on the boat. So that's how that works. With Punta Cana, it's the same almost. With Punta Cana, you put down $300 once they give you the opt-in list. And then once you do that, you start earning. And as of right now, I think I'm only like $200 away from earning that trip in full. So like I'm really close to that one already. And that just goes, I only say that to show you guys like it's very attainable. This is not like this is not a crazy unicorn thing. It's very attainable. You just have to be consistent and always talking to people and hitting Success Club. And then once you do that, at Punta Cana, they are automatically giving you $1,000 to spend while you were there. So you don't have to earn anything extra to get that $1,000 credit. So that's what's really cool about Punta Cana. Now, the only thing is you have to fly there, and they're not going to pay for your flight. So you do have to factor that in, like think about, okay, $300 down payment, plus I have to fly there. So there's that aspect of it, but it's still a free trip, and they're still giving you $1,000 to spend when you get there. So definitely, I would say a perk that most jobs do not give you at all. I did not get that when I was teaching English to snotty 8th graders. So that's how that works. I hope that was clear, because it's kind of hard. Oh, and in January, your Success Club points are double. So like whatever Success Club points you earn in January, it counts double to the Success Club trip. And so that's where a lot of, and January is when most people are buying anyway, because it's January and New Year and blah, blah, blah. So that's another thing to factor in. But like Stephanie, I don't want you to think since you started in February that you're out. As long as you put your name on that opt-in list that I put in our group message, if you qualify for Success Club the rest of the year, then you could still get an invite for Punta Cana or the one next. So don't count yourself out just because you weren't a coach in January. You can still earn it. Amber, how's the Energize?
Good.
Kicking in?
Yeah. I just started drinking it right when we started, just because I know it takes about 20 to 30 minutes. It's like, well, I want to make it through all of them.
Yeah. I have to say, I'm more of a lemon fan than I am fruit punch.
I like the lemon better, and I don't know if it's like a mental thing, because I just chug the fruit punch because I'm not a fan of it. But I feel like the fruit punch kicks in more.
Well, who knows?
I don't know.
All right, you guys have any more questions? All right. Well, like I said, if what I said helps you, take it. If it doesn't, leave it. Keep doing what you're doing. That's working. But I'm going to try it out, and I'll report back and let you guys know what I think. And then definitely I will be doing that sneak peek. So you don't feel like you have to add anybody, but if you do want to add someone, you can. So, okay. I'll
I'll
see
be
you guys.
gone all next week, Lauren. Is this going to be recorded or anything? Or can I check it out once I get back? Or how does that work?
Are you talking about the Success Club trip?
No, the Instagram post that you.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm going to create the account today, like after this. And then, yeah, I'll put it, what I'll probably do is send it in a group message through Instagram. So you guys can just go straight through there and request to follow. And then I'll let you in. And then that way you guys can see what it looks like. Because right now it's probably like, what? I don't understand. Like, but once I saw it, the only reason I understand this is because I saw like an actual training that Melanie did. And then her coaches are in that group thread talking about it. And they're giving me all these crazy, awesome ideas. And I'm like, holy crap, this could really take us to the next level if it works. So I'm kind of like doing it and then also watching them and we'll just see. We'll just see.
Should we also like ask you to add people? So are people seeing it or not?
Yeah, you can. You don't have to, but you can. And so I'm going to be gearing it to like it's not going to be sign up through me. It's going to be talk to the person that added you to the group, because I'll know if you did or not, since it's a private account. No one usually asks to follow private accounts like that. So I'll know it's not from me, that it's with one of you guys.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Well, I'll let you guys go. Have a good weekend.